Hey everyone, welcome. Today we are not just talking about theory, we are going on a field trip, a deep dive into real, raw, and incredible, powerful learning environment. And this is my teaching practice experiences. Let me set the scene for you. This is Camilo Torres Sinu. It is located in Comuna 9 in the north of Monteria. This is a Tier 1 community, which means it faces profound challenges, high poverty rates, the harsh realities of the drug trade, also the dysfunctional homes, and widespread informal labor. The context is thought. But there is the plot twist. And this is the most important part. Look at the students. This is this is their official profile. They are resilient. They have high self-esteem. They are critical thinkers, proactive and entrepreneurial. They are also a leaders, disciplined, and promoters of peace. They are respectful and have a fierce sense of belonging. We have around 30 students per class. So you have this incredible contrast. A challenging socioeconomic backdrop, but within it, a student body described as honest, reflective leaders, and good citizens. What was my mission? My mission was to design an English lesson that didn't just teach these survivors, but that honored their resilience, channeled their leaderships, and leveraged their innate sense of strategy and teamwork. And for that, I didn't turn to a boring textbook. I turned to the ultimate game and social strategy, also a TV show's strategy, survival, and tribe building. I turned to survivor and competitive way. The strategy that I selected was using authentic materials based on competitive television formats and video games formats. Video games like Free Fire, Call of Duty, or television programs like The Master Chef, The Desafío. These programs are students see these programs at home and they know about it. And for this lesson, I drew the direct inspiration from the global phenomenon Survivor. This show is all about forming tribes, leveraging individual strengths, and overcoming challenges. A perfect metaphor for collaborative language learning, because this lesson plan creates a need for students. Its relevance was profound. First, it created a low anxiety environment. Mistakes weren't failures, they were just a challenge the tribe had to overcome together. Second, it provided an authentic context for the target group. The students were just learning can or can't. They were using it to strategically build their survival team. And finally, the third, the competitive team dynamic ensured that every member had a role and a reason to participate, driving engagement throughout the route. For the planning and implementation of the Survivor mission, I meticulously planned this 2 hours as a single immersive Survivor mission. Here's how they came to life. The lesson was a sequence of interconnected challenges. The survival means mindset. We started with a personal skills sheet. This was their individual inventory, their value to the tribe. Second, the mission briefing. I played a tense audio clip setting the scene. This wasn't just a listening exercise, it was their mission directive. Tribal formation. This was the core fluency activity. Students in their pre-assigned tribes had to negotiate using can you questions to ensure the tribe possessed the five crucial skills from their survival kit. The rule was simple. Your tribe must cover at least three skills you earn to write continues. This creates immediate purposeful communications. The team immunity roster. This was a accuracy focused writing task. Creating the team roster was like writing their tribe's manifesto, providing they had the skills to survive. The rival council expo, the climax. Instead of the formal presentation, we held a gallery walk where tribes visit the other mission sites as the host would then call on the tribes and to justify their choices asking tribal council wants to know why it's finding water is your most important skill is this was the authentic oral justification. Materials and scaffolding. As a materials of scaffolding, I create all the authentic materials myself. The vocabulary survival kit with icons and phrases were the primary scaffold, making complex survival verbs accessible. The personal skills sheets and listening checklist provided a structured support, ensuring every student, regardless of level, could enter the game. And the grouping, the students were divided into six fixed tribes for the entire mission. This fostered team identity and collective responsibility. Use of an English. English was the official language of the tribe. All negotiations during tribal formation, all writing roster, and all answers during the tribal council expo had to be in English. Okay, the competitive context made them want to use the language to win. Attention for the context in our research limited setting. All materials were physical, printed, and hands-on. The survivor theme is a brilliantly low tech. It relies on imagination and social interactions, which are resources every classroom has in abundance. These are some evidences of my practice. The success of this survivor mission is documented in the evidence I collected. And as you can see, the students are working. And this practicum experience at Camilo Torres taught me more about teaching and learning than any theory ever could. About teaching English, I learned it is not about transmitting a foreign code, but about creating a context for authentic communication. When I stopped teaching Kant and I started designing a survival mission where that grammar was the essential tool for the team survival, the language stopped being a subject and started being a tool for empowerment. I thought that it challenging context English must offer immediate value and sense of fun. A chance to shine, a moment of teamwork, is not a luxury. It can be a vehicle for confidence. About planning, I learned that meticulous design is the foundation of liberation. This by spending hours creating survival kits, the mission cards, and the clear rubrics. I was restricting the class. I was building a secure playground. This detailed framework is what freed my students to negotiate, create, and compete safely in English. I integrate the diverse ability classroom. This kind of planning is what makes true inclusion possible. About classroom management, my perspective completely shifted. I learned it is not about controlling energy, but about challenging the chaos of the 30 students negotiating was not noise. It was the sound of purposeful language use. By framing the entire lesson as a game with clear rules. English is the official language. Your tribe must have three skills. The students manage themselves. They became invest in the collective goal in role transformed from the disciplinarian into facilitator and game host. About inclusion, the survival format. Inclusion, it is not everyone doing the same thing. It is not everyone having a vital role in a in a shared mission. The quiet students who could read the map become the tribe's strategies. The artistic students designed a team trouser. The natural leader facilitate the negotiations. The compete format paired with a collaborative goals ensure that every type of strengths and was recognized and needed to celebrate the profile of the Camilo Torres students in their resilience, leadership, and practice rather than. And finally, about my own grown, this rural multi-grade environment was my greatest teacher. It stripped away any reliance on high-tech solutions and forced me to get creative with the most powerful resource any teacher has: human connection, human connection, storytelling, and the innate desire to play and belong. I learned also to see the community strength, not just the it needs. I learned to plan for the students I had, not the least ones from the textbooks. This experience didn't just make me a better teacher in training, it reshaped my understanding of what education at its core can and should be. And a collaborative mission where everyone, teachers and students alike, discovers what they are truly capable of. So, thank you to my teachers. Thank you to Juan Carlos Pastrana, please.